The difference between who you are and who you could be is what you do when no one is watching. That's where character is forged and excuses die. Midnight reps, dawn writing sessions, silent sacrifices, no audience, no applause, just you and the work. That's the real separator. Stop treating failure like a life sentence. It's feedback, not a final verdict. Every setback is data, what worked, what didn't, what to adjust. Analyze it coldly, then attack again smarter and harder. Men who win don't avoid falling. They master getting back up faster each time. Your attention is the most valuable asset you own and the one most people give away for free. Every scroll, every pointless argument, every dopamine hit is theft from your future. Guard it like a vault. Direct it only toward high leverage targets. Focused attention compounds faster than money ever will. Comfort whispers sweet lies. You've earned this break. One more episode won't hurt. You can start tomorrow. Comfort is the enemy wearing a friend's face. Recognize it, reject it, choose the hard path every time it offers the easy one. The easy road leads to nowhere worth going. A man's reputation is built one kept promise at a time. Break your word once and people remember forever. Keep it relentlessly and trust becomes your currency. Be the guy whose yes means iron and whose no needs no explanation. Integrity compounds into power most men never touch. Stop waiting for permission to level up. No one is going to crown you ready. You crown yourself by acting like the version of you that already won. Dress like him, speak like him, work like him, fake it until the mask becomes your face. Imposter syndrome dies under consistent action. The scoreboard doesn't lie and it doesn't care about your feelings. Effort, consistency, results, that's all it tracks. Stop explaining your position, improve your position. Numbers silence narratives faster than any speech. Let your scoreboard do the talking while you keep stacking wins. Your past is not a life sentence unless you keep reading it every day. You can rewrite the story starting right now. Every new choice is a new sentence. Make them count. Stop letting yesterday's version of you dictate tomorrow's possibilities. The pen is in your hand. Write better. Weak men broadcast their struggles for sympathy. Strong men handle them in silence and emerge stronger. Venting feels good momentarily and solves nothing. Action feels hard momentarily and changes everything. Choose the path that builds instead of the one that broadcasts. The grind isn't glamorous, it's monotonous, lonely, and often invisible. That's exactly why most quit. The ones who stay understand that glory comes after the boring parts. Embrace the monotony, fall in love with the process. Mastery lives on the other side of repetition. Most men refuse. Stop living like you have unlimited tomorrows. You don't. Every day that passes is gone forever. The average man wastes thousands before he realizes the clock never stops. Treat today like it's your last real shot, because statistically it might be closer than you think. Execute accordingly. Your standards are either sky high or buried in the dirt. There is no middle ground. Low standards attract low results, low respect, low everything. Raise them brutally. Demand excellence from yourself first, then watch how the world responds. Settle and the universe settles right back on you. The man who controls his mornings controls his life. Lose the morning to scrolling, sleeping, or chaos, and the rest of the day plays catch up. Win the morning through ritual and discipline, and the momentum carries you. Own the first hours. The rest of the day bows to whoever wins them. Stop romanticizing balance when what you really crave is dominance. Balance maintains. Obsession conquers. Pick your poison. If you want average results, stay balanced. If you want extraordinary, go in balance for a season or many. Greatness rarely arrives politely. Every no you hear is tuition paid toward the next yes. Collect them. Study them. Get comfortable with rejection. It's just market research. The man who fears hearing no stays broke, alone, and unknown. The man who collects enough no's eventually drowns in yeses. Keep asking. Your circle should feel like a war room, not a support group. If the people around you aren't challenging you, calling out your bullshit, and pushing you higher, they're anchors. Upgrade without remorse. Iron sharpens iron. Rust dulls everything it touches. Choose the forge. Pain is the price of admission to any level worth reaching. You either pay it up front through discipline or pay it later through regret. The bill always comes due. Pay now in sweat and sacrifice, or pay later in what ifs and bitterness. The math is brutal and simple. Pay up front. Stop waiting for the perfect plan. Perfect plans don't exist outside of theory. Real progress happens in the fog of imperfect execution. Launch messy, adjust on the fly, iterate ruthlessly. Done beats perfect every single time. Momentum is built by moving, not by planning forever. The version of you that wins doesn't ask for permission from feelings. He acts while fear is still screaming. He works while tired. He pushes while doubtful. Train yourself to override emotion with decision. Emotions lie. Decisions build empires. Choose decision. This moment is the only one you actually own. Yesterday is gone. Tomorrow isn't promised. Right now is where every transformation begins or dies. Use it. Attack it. Extract every ounce of progress possible before it slips away. The present is the battlefield. Fight like hell. Stop pretending tomorrow will be easier than today. Tomorrow is just today with worse excuses already lined up. The resistance doesn't shrink, it grows the longer you delay. Momentum is built by starting when everything inside you screams to wait. Kill the negotiation. Move now or accept that average is your ceiling forever. Every sunrise you waste is a silent agreement to remain invisible. The world doesn't pause while you find yourself. It moves forward and leaves dreamers behind. Claim the morning like it owes you money. Turn those first hours into weapons instead of letting them slip through lazy fingers. The early hours belong to the ruthless. Your body is either a temple or a prison you built brick by brick with comfort. Every skipped rep, every extra hour in bed, every junk meal is another bar on the cage. Tear it down, forge strength through discomfort until weakness has nowhere left to hide. A strong body houses a strong mind. Weakness has no place there. Stop begging for motivation like it's a gift from the universe. Motivation is the byproduct of action, not the prerequisite. Weak men wait for lightning to strike. Strong men create the storm themselves through repetition and refusal to quit. Build the habit first. The fire follows. Most men die with their music still locked inside because they were too afraid to sound bad at first. Mastery isn't born perfect. It's beaten into shape through ugly repetitions. Embrace the suck of beginner level. Keep going until the noise becomes symphony. Quitters never get that far. Your calendar is either a battle plan or a diary of distractions. If your days are filled with other people's priorities, notifications, and quick checks, you're living someone else's life. Reclaim every slot. Schedule the work that matters like it's surgery. Protect it like your legacy depends on it, because it does. The man who can't sit alone with his thoughts for an hour is owned by distraction. Silence scares him because it forces confrontation with his excuses. Train yourself to be comfortable in the quiet. That's where real decisions are made, where clarity cuts through the noise. Master solitude or stay enslaved to stimulation. Stop collecting someday projects like they're souvenirs. Each unfinished idea is a small betrayal of your future self. Pick one. Attack it with everything. Finish it ugly if you have to. Just finish. Completion builds momentum. Accumulation builds regret. Choose forward motion over pretty piles of potential. Fear of being judged keeps more men mediocre than lack of talent ever could. The crowd will always have opinions about the man who dares to rise. Let them talk. Their words are weightless compared to the gravity of your results. Build in silence. Let success be the only rebuttal they can't argue with. Your environment either sharpens you or dulls your edge. Toxic people, dead-end routines, constant noise, they all chip away at your potential daily. Audit everything. Eliminate what weakens you. Surround yourself only with what forces growth. A dull blade never wins the fight. Stay sharp.